From the river to the sea, from the Mediterranean Sea to the Jordan River, Palestine, meaning wiping Israel off the face of the map. This isn't anything about peace. Most of those chants started in the Middle East, where nobody is happier to see terrorist sympathizers on campuses in America than the Ayatollah in Iran. Iranian-funded and armed militias fired 5 rockets at U.S. bases overnight. Here's the State Department spokesperson.
We find it especially troubling that this militia group chose to resume its attacks against U.S. personnel just hours after Prime Minister Sadani of Iraq had completed a successful visit to Washington. So it seems clear that Iran has no respect for Iraqi sovereignty. We've made quite clear to Iran's proxy groups that we will defend our interests, we will defend our personnel.
Evidently, it was not made clear enough. Iranian groups, as you know, launched 160-plus attacks against U.S. troops after October 7th. They killed 3 American service members and stopped for a while. And now Iran is at it again. Why? Well, President Biden told Iran not to hit Israel, and Iran did it. And then not only didn't President Biden respond to Iran, he handcuffed Israel. So, of course, Iran will start hitting U.S. troops again. Iran sees and is almost certainly helping the protests on college campuses. They love nothing more than a weakened American. More importantly, they know these protests put President Biden in a box. He's unwilling to say anything meaningful because much of his base is so sympathetic to the pro-Hamas types. Here he is today.
I condemn the anti-Semitic protests. That's why I've set up a program to deal with that. I also condemn those who don't understand what's going on with the Palestinians.
Both sides. Very fine people on both sides. I heard that once before. It didn't go over very well. Jessica Schwalb is here and Chaya Droznik are here. They're both Jewish students studying at Columbia University. Ladies, we appreciate you joining us. Thank you on Passover night. Jessica, is this a political issue that needs to be dealt with at the presidential level? Or is this something that you feel should be dealt with at the university level by the president of Columbia?
I think the very violent rhetoric we've been hearing on campus is something obviously definitely the president of Columbia should deal with and should condemn more often. And especially the experience that Chaya and I had last night was just outrageous. And the fact that there wasn't maybe a university statement put out condemning that as well because of the rise of fear among Jewish students on Columbia's campus. I think there should be more condemnation of such rhetoric and activity on our campus.
Condemnation's one thing, Chaya. I want to hear about what happened last night. But like, condemnation's one thing. Actually punishing people, expelling people who were involved in this is another. Tell me what happened last night and what you think should happen to them.
So last night we decided to go into the encampment because we are students here and we pay for the lawn. We pay to have access to the lawn, and we believe that we should have access to it as much as we want. And as soon as we went in there, it took about 3 minutes for them to notice that we were there. And they surrounded us. We were 3 people. They made a circle of around 200 people and linked their arms saying, we're going to push the Zionists out of the encampment. And it was terrifying the way that we were targeted.
Dear God. Yeah, really terrifying to be in a crowd like that. And they turned violent so quickly. Jessica, real quick, if you all had been African-American students surrounded by a white mob on Columbia's campus, kind of unreal to think about, and told to go back to Africa, or if you had been a transsexual, 2 transsexuals or gays who were surrounded by an angry group of frat boys, you think the response to the university would be different?
I think it would be different. I think they would be quicker to condemn it and have the students who were part of that rhetoric and activity face punishment. Again, I don't know for sure, but it does feel like there's almost like some exception made when it's anti-Semitism.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.